We're going to start a new series now about prayer. Don't get bored. Don't get nervous. People have a lot of misconceptions about prayer, and hopefully we're going to clear them up in the next few weeks. Prayer is talking to God, anytime, anywhere, any language. There are basically 4 steps to prayer. And if you do this at least once a day, you have fulfilled the mitzvah of prayer. Prayer will connect you to the ultimate. Prayer will connect you to God. How are we going to remember these steps? There's an acronym, RPAT, R-P-A-T. R stands for something, P stands for something, etc. R. R is recognize. Recognize that there is a God. That means you start off your prayer, God, Hashem, Almighty, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, my Creator, use His name. Now God's not a man and God's not a woman. And the Almighty has many names. You probably have many names. I have many names. Some people call me Lori. Some people call me Mrs. Palatnik. Some people call me Repetson. Some people call me Ima. Some people call me Dearest. They're all me, but they're different aspects of me. And when somebody invokes one of those names, it defines a different relationship. For some people, I'm their teacher. For some people, I'm their wife. For some people, I'm their sister. I'm their mother. But it's all me. The Almighty has many names in the Torah. Some are male in connotation, some are female. Some invoke justice, some invoke mercy. Some are for all the nations, some are specific just to the Jewish people. But it's all God. Use His name. Have you ever been in a situation where you just don't know the person's name? Perhaps somebody you work with, somebody at school, somebody you see at synagogue every week. After a while, you've lost your credibility and you just can't ask them. You're too embarrassed to ask them what their name is. People love when you remember their name. You have a name, I have a name. When somebody uses your name, they remember you, they know you. It defines the relationship. Use God's name. When you're using it properly, you're not using it in vain. Don't use God's name as an expression or when you're, God forbid, swearing. But if you use God's name because you're talking to God, you're asking, you're thanking, you're praising, you're using His name properly. R is recognize. Recognize that there is a God. That's the first step of prayer. I'm Lori, Almost Live.